crispy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We have a San Diego Comic-Con themed video for you guys here. We're gonna be featuring Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. We'll have Lady Thor coming up. We got Cap we got Bucky and Falcon Cap coming up, and we got I think that might be about it. I was gonna do some Blade, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I think I'm gonna do maybe an occult themed video sometime. Bust out Blade and Werewolf by Night, maybe do some Moon Knight. But yeah, this video is all about San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, and we have in this shot we have Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange, which of course is coming off the story that Doctor Strange has Multiverse of Madness coming out, and then Scarlet Witch will be part of that. And I've had a prediction for quite a while. As soon as Doctor Strange joined the MCU, I have some old shots that was kind of Doctor Strange pulling Scarlet Witch aside to speak to her, and I've always thought, just like the comics, she was always kind of just had the powers. And then eventually we find out that her powers are magic based, and Doctor Strange actually trained her in the 90s. I think it was the 90s. And she eventually, gets all her magic powers, becomes all powerful. And I have a feeling that the Wanda Vision, series that's coming, she loses control of her powers and creates alternate reality. And then Doctor Strange in the movie, that's part of the Multiverse of Madness, is her losing her mind and, creating another universe. And Doctor Strange will eventually train her to use her powers in probably Multiverse of Madness or whatever. So all just fan theory. But yeah, this is the first shot I have, or this is a shot I have of him training her in his domain in New York. We have that, some of you will recognize this effect from the Scarlet Witch Marvel Legends figure. And then I have a homemade bookcase I made myself with some books from Michael's craft store. That weird looking vial on the right is from Playmobil. And then the big skull, I can't remember where they got that from, just Halloween decoration or something. And then there's a tiny skull back there that's actually from Joanne Fabric. They have beads that are the shape of skulls, and they're about perfect for mini-mates. Yeah, that globe and back is from Michael's. And that stand is from a Walking Dead set. And then I just basically levitated that effect using a paper clip and then a little bit of wax to hold it up, and then posed the figures accordingly. So took Doctor Strange's cape off since he's just training. It always kind of seems like he doesn't wear it all that much when he's not in action. So he's just training her, and that's why he has it off. But yeah, I actually can't wait to see this come to fruition on the big screen or small screen, I guess. Probably going to be in Doctor Strange, but could be in WandaVision. Who knows? So anyways, yeah, that's about it for this shot. Let's go on to some Jane Foster shots. Okay, so what we have here is Jane Foster and Thor, and Jane Foster as Thor. This is basically kind of I don't know how you'd call it, maybe a Nordic ocean, beach, whatever you'd call it, where there's a granite edge to the beach. And then there's the flat grassland in the background with some rocks and some other shrubs. We put this blue cellophane up here to give it the water look. And then we have this long and narrow rock I found as the edge of the beach. And then this roll up, turf that you'd get at Michael's or any craft store that has terrain-like stuff. And yeah, basically put Jane on the cliff and have our blue background, and make sure we get the ocean in there, make sure we get Thor in there, and this shot has turned out fairly well. I really like it. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, but it turned out great. So really dig this one. So anyways, let's go on to the next one. So we're continuing on with another Jane shot. This one is featuring the Hulk. This is actually based off a Thor Hulk shot. I'll try to slip it in at the end if I remember. Just get the original inspiration for this. It was originally Thor, and I totally thought, well, I've had it on the docket to do for quite a long time. I just never got around to it, and then I wanted to do this San Diego Comic-Con themed, run of shots, and I just figured I'll use Jane instead of Thor. So this is basically it. From a lower angle, we have Hulk jumping at Jane. We got this lightning all around her. We got this posable cape on her, and it just adds so much more to it. So pretty cool shot. Really like it. Glad it turned out great, because this is probably one of the oldest ideas I've had. So yeah, looks great. Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. So here's a kind of crazy, nice, complicated setup, that features Black Widow with the Hydra Troopers. This is actually stolen from a piece of art with Scarlet from G.I. Joe that I saw. It kind of looked cool. This is different than that, but it was kind of this, architectural, the structure setup and back. And basically, her walking away with a bunch of messed up soldiers, that got beat down or whatever. So we got these backgrounds here. We have this stand that was from Black Site Terrain. I forget now. It's been a while since I picked it up. And then the steps came in that set, and this catwalk back here. But yeah, they have come in handy, really come in handy for warehouse setup, stuff like this. So, and then this Black Widow, this is the very first Black Widow we got in a Champions, the Champions box set, I think it was. Yeah, Champions box set. And, no, it was the original Defenders. I don't remember. It was, yeah, it was one of those two. Anyways, I think it was Defenders. But anyways, she's kind of hard to find. This is really one of only a few Black Widow figures we've got. I think it would be great to get a classic Black Widow in a gray costume. But this is like the oldest one we've got. And actually, I like the body better than any of the other comic versions. Or even cartoon. The movie versions are pretty close to this, but yeah, this is my favorite Black Widow. And that hairpiece is actually not the hairpiece that comes with it. She has this weird, almost beehive-like haircut, or I don't know what you would call it, with her original hairpiece. But this one, seems to fit a little bit better. I was taking this picture, I'm like, God, this other hairpiece just is not doing it for me. Actually, let's look at that. Take a good look at this hairpiece. And let's look at the other one. Yeah, it's this one. It's straight out of a Bond movie, 70s Bond movie, or it's just a terrible haircut with bangs. I don't know what it is with Russian chicks and their terrible haircut with bangs, but apparently that's a thing for Russian women. No offense to any Russian women out there, but bangs are terrible for the most part. And Natalie seems to have them in both her hairpieces. But I just like that other one so much better. It's actually the hairpiece from the original Mary Jane. I ended up scrapping her. I don't even think I saved her just because she's not the greatest mate around. And I just, whatever. Yeah, they came out with a way better one, so there was no need to keep that old one. So I think I'm actually now just keep that hairpiece in my extras. I was going to say I'm going to swap it out, but I'll keep this one original. But anyways, yeah. Pretty cool. Those little, that Lego thing, let's see, right, it would be in the dead center of the screen now. That actually was from Luke's Toy Store. And then this other one in the dead center of the screen, that's a Playmobil. When you got these setups with plain walls, it's nice to mix a little something in there just to give it a little bit more life, a little bit more realism. So that's kind of where those come from. You know, I don't like those dead areas, but yeah, it's a pretty cool setup. Seems complicated, but really it isn't. Just got to put up a few walls here and there to give the illusion of hallways and whatnot. So anyways, yeah, let's go on to another one. All right, so here is, I think it's going to be the final shot of this video. It's getting long enough. I didn't hit the San Diego Comic-Con stuff as hard as I thought I would. Actually, the first couple Jane Foster shots were recorded like a month ago or something like that, or 3 weeks ago. And I just didn't finish that theme because the other stuff came up, the reviews and whatnot. But yeah, I finally caught up with some of the stuff I wanted to do, so I figured I would get some of these other guys in for San Diego, finish up this video. So, and of course, this last video is Bucky and Falcon. You know, they got their TV show that was announced that's coming on Disney. Very exciting stuff. I can't believe we're getting a Falcon Bucky show. Cap is my favorite, you know, hero out of the MCU. So getting, you know, I figured he'd be over after the trilogy. I really didn't want him to be. I hope he comes back. I could easily see him coming back at some point in time, Chris Evans. But for the time being, if we get just a Bucky and Falcon show, I'm happy with that. Bucky is actually, you know, one of my favorite characters of the MCU also. And Falcon, Sam Wilson, the actor, Anthony Mackie is pretty amazing at what he does too. So, yeah, it's just them running down this catwalk that I got from Black Site Terrain. Falcon's up on a wire and back, and then we got it all hidden and stuff to where you can't see that you know, wire there. So anyways, thanks for viewing, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this San Diego Comic-Con, you know, video about a month and a half after it actually happened. I wish I could have got more done. I really wanted to. I kept wanting to do Blade, one video with him, or put him in this, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is maybe doing a cult-style video with Blade, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, and a bunch of those other characters and stuff, occult style characters, just to kind of get a theme going there. And you know, we had Moon Knight announced this weekend at Disney, so we're gonna have a Moon Knight TV show. Hopefully, this stuff is better than the Netflix shows. Those were all right, but they could have been better. And this is underneath Kevin Feige, so that'll be pretty exciting. So anyways, yeah, we'll hopefully get to a video of that. I was also going to do the What If. There's a What If cartoon coming to Disney, and it's got the same actors. It's a cartoon, but they're using the same same actors for the voices on the show. So, you know, they're What If is a comic series, you know, from the 90s, 80s, and 90s. Actually, it's one of the main comics I collected. I always collected all the X-Men titles in the mid-90s, and then Batman, and then What If was the other one that I collected. So, yeah, it's I might just do a whole video with a What If themed video. But yeah, there's so much coming out. There's so much coming out. So, anyways, enough of that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button for all my mini-made pictures. You can go on to Instagram or Facebook. I'll link those sites, those apps in the description of this video. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye now.